I'm Jennifer Sanasi. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by Food 24's wine expert, Kathy Marston, and today she's brought along 2 dessert wines. Hello.
Hi.
Now these
sweetness today.
Yes. Now these dessert wines are both sweet, but made totally different.
Absolutely, yeah. So I thought it might be interesting to try them side by side because a lot of times people see dessert wines and they see words like straw wine and noble late harvest or noble wine and they don't really know what it means. So I thought we'll have them side by side and then you can sort of see the difference and you know, hopefully be able to choose which you like better in the future. So the idea behind all these sweet wines is that if you think about a grape, inside the actual flesh of a grape, there's 3 things. There's water, there's sugar, and there's acidity. And if you can find a way to remove some of that water, what's going to happen is that you're going to have really concentrated sugars and acidity, so much sugar that the yeast can't actually turn it all into alcohol, and you end up with a sweet wine. And that's what's happened here, but it's happened in 2 different ways. So let's pour this first one. This is the La Motte straw wine, okay? So what they've done here is they picked these Viognier grapes, beautiful Viognier grapes, and then they laid them out on big straw mats, and they let them dry in the sun, so they almost start to turn like raisins, okay? So the water sort of evaporates out, and then those sugars and those acids get concentrated.
Jeez, they must have really big mats.
Very big mats, I think. Although you don't make an awful lot of this. This is quite sort of limited production and it's quite specialised. It's quite hard to stop the birds coming and eating them and all those kinds of things. So that's the La Motte, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll just put the La Motte on the left because then we can remember L and L. That works out well. This is the Badsberg, okay? So this comes from over the mountains on the way to Worcester. This is a noble late harvest. And what's happened here is that the grapes have got a rot, a special kind of rot called noble rot or botrytis, and that's caused all the water to shrivel out, to actually come out from the grapes, and then they've shriveled up on the vine. I have to tell you, the grapes look disgusting.
But they taste good.
They taste amazing, but if you look at them, they're all kind of like furry and hairy and not so nice, but they taste fantastic. So let's have a little taste of this.
Are we going
so
noble
we're
late
going to go for the
harvest
noble late, no, we're going to go for the La Motte first on the left. So this is, this is Viognier grapes, very, very concentrated, a nice sort of pure varietal flavour, so we can actually smell all these apricots and peaches and things like that. Oh, that smells nice, doesn't it? That's the taste.
Smell the sugar.
Oh, lovely.
Those apricots really come through.
Absolutely, also tinned apricots and caramelised stone fruits and really, really lovely, pretty flavours. But you can feel that acidity, so it's not sort of cloying in your mouth. It's nice and it's fresh and everything still, so it's very nice indeed. And then let's have a look at the Badsberg. Now, what I'm hoping we should be able to smell on this one, and we can do, is these very distinctive aromas of noble late harvest. So it smells a lot of things like rye bread and honey and if you know my grandmother, which you really don't, no, it smells of her furniture. She didn't dust very much.
Okay.
So it smells a little bit of her furniture. And that's always a very good marker for me for noble late harvest. You just have to kind of pick up your own little markers, especially if you don't know my grandmother, because it will not help at all.
Okay. If you're looking for a great noble late harvest, it should smell like your grandmother's furniture.
Absolutely, yeah. So there we are. Well, technically it should be rye bread and apricots and things, but you can smell there's a big difference, isn't there, between these 2? There's honey in there, isn't there? Yeah. Very lovely. And this is made from Chenin with a little bit of muscadine in there as well. So I think this is actually sweeter than the straw wine. So that's often the difference that you will find between noble late harvest and straw wines. Quite often the noble late harvest will have extra sugar in there, whereas the straw wine is a little bit lighter and a little bit more delicate and very good, both of these, to pair with food.
Now, this noble late harvest, I just want to talk about all the medals on the bottle before we get to the food.
Yeah.
It's covered.
It's gone a bit nuts, hasn't it, with all those things? Yeah, lots and lots of medals, which is great to see. It's very, very lovely to see that it's been entered for lots of competitions, and a lot of people think it's really good. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's always down to you and your taste.
Exactly. Love your wine, as they
Absolutely.
say.
Yeah.
Now, we've actually paired this with profiteroles with a double creamy blue cheese filling. Now, that sounds decadent.
Absolutely.
To all end to actually pair these two together. Why have we done that?
Well, this is one of the classic matches with dessert wine. You don't always have to have them with desserts. And the two things that really go well with sweet wines are blue cheese and any kind of a rich liver parfait or mousse or pate or something like that. So we've gone for this here. It's packed full of umami, which is this whole Japanese fifth sense kind of thing. And the sweetness just calms down that umami and balances it out really well. And then the acidity just cuts through that richness and makes a just gorgeous, gorgeous pairing.
Well, we've had a delicious Wine Wednesday. Let us know what you'll be drinking and even what you'll be pairing it with in the comments section below.